things really changed. They really have. Hope you enjoyed that fun. This is Sellavin review on Sword Art Online 2, episode 15, The Queen of the Lake. Right now, it's like the end of the year, like, we're at least 3 days away from New Year's. It's the end of the year. Things are going so smoothly. Kirito, and Lifa, Suguha, they're chilling for breakfast until they receive a mess that they found the legendary sword Excalibur in SAO. There was a mysterious quest there, and they're trying to find out what's going on. But and they even try to make a fight. They have Klein, and they have Liz, and they even have Shinon. She's now a full member of SAO, and she's a Katsi, and she looks good. And not to mention that she's also an archer, because she has to, she takes her weapon and she shoots long distance. Remember, she was a sniper in Gun Gale, and now she's an archer. Even though, and I gotta admit, it's pretty. It suits her well. Remember, she still gets to aim and shoot, and she is a hair trigger. And now that they're trying to find Excalibur, they're trying to figure out how to get to it, how try to figure out the meaning of this quest. Because we all seen Excalibur before. I mean, those who remember the last second to last episode of the first SAO when Zuko and Kirito had their duel. Fireworks. When Kirito and Zuko had their duel in SAO, Zuko used with Excalibur while Kirito used his regular giant sword. Remember, Kirito took control at that point. And he kicked Zuko's ass nonetheless, basically throwing him to pieces in the literal form. But apparently it's in SAO, but things are getting a little more complicated. Now things are not as well what they seem. I mean, they tried, and I've seen the way in SAO. I mean, this SAO, remember, this version of SAO is a combination of what's left of Alpine and the original SAO. I mean, that means the system is now what you call integrated but combined. We all saw that at the end of the first season, that the games are adaptable. Everybody's using their old avatar, adapting it and using their old lookalike, and everybody changed. I mean, we all know that it's a combination now. But things are a little more cynical, what you call, in its quest. Apparently, right now, their quest, they have to go now finding a fort, trying to find this sword, but things are not as they seem. Apparently, the quest seems to have changed. I mean, this game is constantly updating. Remember, it's on online servers and multiple online servers. That means computer mainframe is continuing to update, change, and expand. Now, which means this game is ever flowing, ever changing, meaning you have to adapt yourself to the skill and keep up and get stronger and stronger. I should never think. I mean, the old Sword Art Online wasn't like it's constantly changing. Was itself a multiplayer online game, but remember, where that system itself was on an online server nerve grid. And the same thing is with this game and all the others. However, things are not exactly as easy. There are certain changes. For example, there were these giants. These four frost giants were what you call uncontrollable beasts. But yet, there are players who now can control them, and the quest seems to have changed. And they also discovered the truth that the quest is not. It was all a giant lie that someone has set up for them, and things seem to have changed a lot in this game. And apparently, they're being talked to by some kind of online AI, some new server program, and that they have no idea existed. But now they're claiming that this whole Excalibur thing was a lie, that some Dark Lord of the Frost Giants wants to take over and raise his kingdom to the upper atmosphere and to the upper part of Alfheim and literally destroy anything in Einkrad inside. So things are not exactly easier. It's like the world is being threatened within, in the inside, and now they're on a quest to stop this guy so he can make sure that he doesn't get what he wants. Otherwise, their world, their town, their friends, things will be bad in the game for them. So. You also gotta give credit where credit's due. This is like a sudden change of pace. We all saw this in the first Sword Art Online with Kirito beat Heathcliff. And we saw this in the first one when he beat Heathcliff, his aka Ahiko Kaiba, and the series changed for the second half of the season. It's the same concept, and I mean I kind of like this episode for, like, especially now that she's now on but she's now Cassie and Keto still has it to tease her a little bit, especially when he pulled on her, squeezed her tail. That was a bit funny, and she wasn't afraid to say, "Do it again, I'm gonna launch a flaming arrow in you." And seeing Liz is happy that is a little curious of why he never squeezed my tail, because she still has some feelings. But you gotta give credit where credit's due. But there's still some change of pace, especially I like the new music and I like the new ending. The ending itself is what you call a memory of the past. You know, like you're trying to remember the past. You get to see the characters and what they went through, and in the last season, in the first season, and in this season, what they're going through, what they changed. And especially the first opening, how all the characters are now pairs from the past, and now how they're coming into this, like what they were back then and what they were now, like flashbacks. But it's still some little red streaks. For example, what's the hell? How did that program even got inside, and how did it came to being? Even though the system is constantly changing, no one had any idea of where it came from, and now they're begging this and telling that this is a lie, right? That this is all for someone else's greed, right? Because someone planned on doing this. But yeah, how? Oh, is this how? They have no proof that he's saying is the truth. But then again, there's no proof that it's actually a lie either. Not to mention the fact, what happened to the third Death Gun? We have no new news on that dude. He's still out there, and remember in the letter, it's showtime, which means this guy is still on the loose. He is nutty, he's a fruitcake, even though the other two are on lockdown, both brothers are on lockdown. There's still that guy, and that guy is still, on the loose. So, we gotta know. Oh, will we see this guy, let's say, if this guy might still have nerve gear, still has his nerve gear, he can follow them inside SAO and take Kirito on there. And we already see that he can handle himself. Red Eye still can handle himself, but then there's the other guy at Laughing Cover. We still have no idea what his skill are either. So, and he's still on the loose. This guy isn't afraid to kill, and he's still on the loose. So, even though they haven't heard a peep on him, that means that there are experienced some peeps, and the police are still searching for him. Just because they haven't said anything doesn't mean they haven't found him yet. That means that this guy is still on the loose, and this guy is still a prominent threat.